You stop scrolling, not because someone told you to fail in, but because something inside you just stopped.
Like an invisible hand reached through the screen and caught your attention mid-swipe. That feeling, that's not random. That's Archangel Michael calling your name with a volume that your soul can hear even when your ears can't. Right now, in this exact moment, you're standing at a crossroads you didn't even know existed. And the choice you make in the next few seconds will determine whether you step into the transformation waiting for you, or whether you walk past it again, like you've done so many times before without even realizing it. Here's what you need to understand. Heaven has been tracking you, not in a creepy way, in a concerned way, like a parent watching their child wander too close to the edge of something dangerous, reaching out, calling their name, watching them ignore the warnings because they're too distracted to hear. God isn't crying because he's angry with you. He's crying because he sees you scrolling past the very answers you've been desperately praying for. You've been carrying questions in your heart that you haven't spoken out loud to another living soul. Questions about your worth. Questions about your future. Questions about whether any of this struggling is actually leading somewhere, or if you're just spinning your wheels in the dark, alone, unnoticed, forgotten. But you're not forgotten. You're being watched, closely, carefully, protectively. Your energy signature has lit up on heaven's radar because you've reached a breaking point. Not the kind that shatters you, but the kind that breaks you open. The kind that cracks the shell you've been living inside so that something bigger, something truer, can finally emerge. Archangel Michael sees it. He sees the way your face has changed lately, how your eyes carry a weight they didn't used to carry, how your expression has shifted from hopeful to guarded, from open to cautious. He sees the exhaustion you hide from everyone else. He sees the smile you fake when people ask if you're okay. And he's here, right now, to tell you that the performance is over. You don't have to pretend anymore. This message has been following you around for days, maybe even weeks. You've scrolled past it before. You've felt that weird pull, that strange curiosity, that fleeting thought of, maybe I should stop and read this. But then you kept moving. You told yourself you didn't have time. You told yourself it was just another motivational video, another generic message that wouldn't actually apply to your specific, complicated, messy situation. But today is different. Today, the universe turned up the volume. Today, the pull is stronger because the window is closing. Not forever, but for this particular breakthrough, yes, there's a timing element. There's alignment happening right now, in this moment, that won't be here tomorrow in quite the same way. Think about it. What made you stop this time? Was it the thumbnail, the title? Or was it something deeper, something that made your chest tighten just a little? Something that made your breath catch? Something that whispered this one's for you? That wasn't marketing. That was your soul recognizing itself in the mirror. That was divine intervention breaking through the noise of 1,000 other distractions to get your attention. And it worked. You're here, you stopped. And now the question is, will you stay? Because here's the truth that Archangel Michael wants you to hear. Your aura has been screaming for help, not with words, with energy, with frequency, with a desperate vibration that says, I'm so tired of carrying this alone. I'm so tired of pretending I'm fine. I'm so tired of waiting for something to change while everything stays exactly the same. Heaven hears that frequency. Heaven responds to that frequency. But heaven can't deliver the message if you keep scrolling. It's like ordering a package to your door and then leaving the house every time the delivery person arrives. The blessing is there. The answer is ready. But you have to be present to receive it. This isn't about fear. This isn't about guilt. This isn't about making you feel bad for being distracted or busy or overwhelmed. This is about waking up. This is about recognizing that this moment, this random Wednesday, this ordinary scroll, this unexpected pause, is actually a doorway. And on the other side of that doorway is the clarity you've been begging for, the confirmation you've been doubting, the reassurance you've been craving. But you can't walk through a doorway if you don't stop moving long enough to see it. So, take a breath. a real one, deep into your chest. Feel it expand. Feel your shoulders drop. Feel the tension you didn't even know you were holding start to release just a little. And make a choice right here, right now, to stay, to stop scrolling, to stop running, to stop avoiding the very thing your spirit has been searching for. Because what's coming in the next few moments isn't just information, it's transformation. And you're ready for it, even if you don't feel ready. Especially if you don't feel ready. You've been carrying something heavy, haven't you? Something you can't quite name. Something that doesn't fit neatly into a conversation when someone asks, "Hey, how are you doing?" You smile. You say, "I'm good, just busy," or "I'm fine, just tired." But that's not the whole truth, is it? The whole truth is that there's a weight pressing on your chest that nobody else can see. A question mark that follows you from room to room, from task to task, from sunrise to sunset. A quiet desperation that whispers in the spaces between your thoughts. Is this all there is? Did I miss my turn somewhere? Am I ever going to feel like myself again? Archangel Michael sees that burden. He sees the way you've normalized carrying it. The way you've convinced yourself that everyone feels this way, that this is just what adulting feels like, that the heaviness is just part of the package, but it's not. What you're carrying isn't normal, it's specific. It's a weight designed specifically for you, placed on your shoulders not as punishment but as preparation. And here's the part that's going to shift everything for you. You weren't given this burden to carry forever. You were given it to build you for what's coming next. Think of it like a weightlifter training for a competition they don't even know is scheduled yet. Every rep, every ache, every moment of wanting to quit. It's all been strengthening muscles you're about to need desperately. The chaos you've been walking through lately, the confusion, the setbacks, the moments where you thought you were finally getting somewhere only to get knocked back 3 steps. That wasn't the universe being cruel. That was the universe being strategic. You were being rerouted, redirected, pulled away from paths that looked promising but would have drained you dry, steered away from people who seemed right but would have kept you small, pushed out of situations that felt comfortable but were actually cages. And I know it didn't feel like protection when it was happening. It felt like rejection. It felt like failure. It felt like proof that maybe you're not meant for the things you dream about, that maybe you're asking for too much, reaching for too high, wanting too big. But you're not. You're exactly where you need to be. And the proof is this. You didn't break. You bent, you swayed, you stumbled, but you didn't shatter. You're still here, still standing, still showing up, still trying. And that stubborn, relentless refusal to give up, even when giving up would have been easier, that caught heaven's attention. Archangel Michael is responding specifically to your resilience, not your perfection, not your strength, your resilience. The fact that you kept going even when you didn't know why, even when you couldn't see the point, even when every logical part of your brain was screaming that it's not working, it's never going to work, you should just quit and settle for something safer. And here's something you don't know yet. Someone else has been feeling you. Not thinking about you in a casual way, feeling you. There's a person whose energy has been reaching toward yours, searching for you on a frequency that doesn't require words or proximity or even conscious awareness. Maybe they know you already. Maybe you haven't met yet, but their soul recognizes yours. Their spirit is pulling in your direction, magnetically, inevitably, the way a compass needle swings north. They've been feeling a restlessness they can't explain, a sense that someone important is missing from their life, a pull toward something they can't name but can absolutely feel. This isn't coincidence, this is spiritual architecture. This is divine timing. This is the universe setting up a connection that's going to make sense of things that never made sense before. When this person enters your awareness, or re-enters it in a new way, you're going to feel it. It won't be loud, it won't be dramatic. It'll be quiet, certain, undeniable. Like remembering something you forgot you knew. Like finding a piece of yourself you didn't realize was missing. And suddenly, all those weird detours you took, All those relationships that didn't work out? All those jobs that fell through or opportunities that vanished? They're going to click into place like puzzle pieces, forming a picture you couldn't see while you were holding the individual parts. But here's the critical part. This alignment only strengthens if you stay present. If you keep scrolling, if you let distraction pull you away, if you dismiss this as just another nice idea that doesn't really apply to your real life, you weaken the signal. You blur the connection. You send a message back to the universe that says, "Not yet, I'm not ready, I'm too busy, I'm too skeptical, I'm too scared." And the universe will respect that. It won't force blessings on you. It won't shove clarity down your throat. It'll wait, it'll circle back later. But the momentum you could catch right now, in this moment, will dissipate, and you'll have to rebuild it from scratch. So don't do that. Don't walk away from this. Your strength in the dark, your persistence through the confusion, your refusal to quit even when quitting made perfect sense. All of that has earned you what's coming next. The reward isn't just on its way. It's here. It's forming around you right now. And all you have to do is stop running long enough to let it land. There's a door in your life that's been locked for so long you forgot it was even there. Maybe you walked past it every day, ignored it, convinced yourself it was just part of the wall, part of the unchangeable architecture of your reality. But Archangel Michael is standing in front of that door right now, and he's telling you something that's going to shake you awake. It's not locked anymore. It's trembling. It's glowing. It's about to swing wide open, and what's on the other side is going to rewrite your entire story. Not in some distant future when you finally get your life together, now, today, this moment. The shift is already in motion. You've been stuck in a strange in-between place, haven't you? Caught between who you used to be and who you're trying to become. Between the life you've outgrown and the life you can't quite reach yet. Between the person everyone thinks you are and the person you know you're capable of being. It's exhausting living in that gap. It feels like standing with one foot on the dock and one foot in the boat, trying not to fall into the water while the boat keeps drifting further away. You can't commit to staying. You can't fully step into leaving. So you just stretch and ache and wonder how much longer you can hold this impossible position. But that tension, that's breaking today. The dock is releasing you. The boat is steadying beneath your feet. You're not stuck anymore. You're launching. And the people who couldn't see it before? The ones who underestimated you, overlooked you, dismissed your potential, doubted your vision? Their eyes are about to open in a way that's going to startle them. Not because you changed to prove something to them, but because you changed despite them. Because you kept growing in the dark, kept evolving in the silence, kept building yourself even when nobody was watching or cheering or believing it would matter. And now the evidence is undeniable. Your energy has shifted. Your presence carries weight it didn't carry before. Your voice has an authority that makes people lean in instead of tune out. Someone who wrote you off is about to see you in a completely new light. Maybe it's an ex who didn't appreciate what they had until it was gone. Maybe it's a family member who never took your dreams seriously. Maybe it's a boss who overlooked you, a friend who undervalued you, a colleague who competed with you instead of celebrating you. Whoever it is, their perception is about to crack open. They're going to look at you and think, when did this happen? How did I miss this? And the wild part is, you didn't do anything to force this shift. You didn't campaign for their approval. You didn't perform or prove or convince. You just became more yourself, more aligned, more magnetic. And magnetism doesn't beg for attention. It just pulls. But here's what matters more than their belated recognition. Someone new is coming. Someone whose intentions are pure from the start. Someone who won't need time to realize your value because they'll feel it immediately, instinctively, completely. This person is being guided toward you right now, not randomly stumbling into your path, being led. Their route is being rerouted. Their timing is being adjusted. Their awareness is being heightened so that when you cross paths, neither of you will be able to ignore it. It'll feel like fate, like destiny, like a meeting that was written in the stars before either of you were born. And maybe that sounds dramatic or impossible or too good to be true, but that's only because you've been conditioned to expect disappointment. You've been trained by past letdowns to lower your expectations, to brace for the worst, to protect yourself by not hoping too hard. But this time, you don't need to protect yourself. This time, the universe isn't setting you up for another lesson disguised as a loss. This time, it's an actual gift, a genuine connection, a person whose presence will feel like peace, like home, like the exhale you've been holding in for months. You won't have to guess how they feel. You won't have to decode mixed signals or wonder if you're imagining the connection. It'll be clear, steady, safe, and that safety will heal parts of you that you didn't even know were wounded. The old cycles you've been trapped in, the patterns that kept repeating no matter how hard you tried to break them, they're shattering right now. The version of you that tolerated less than you deserved, she's dissolving. The version of you that second-guessed every decision, he's fading. The version of you that apologized for taking up space, they're gone. You're stepping into a timeline where your worth isn't up for debate anymore, where your value is recognized instantly, where your presence is appreciated deeply, where your energy attracts what matches it instead of what drains it. And the best part? This isn't something you have to chase or force or manifest through sheer willpower. It's arriving, like a package already in transit, already on the truck, already turning onto your street. All you have to do is be home when it gets there. All you have to do is stay present, stay open, stay ready to receive what's been prepared specifically for you. The door that was locked, it's opening. The chapter that felt stuck, it's turning. The breakthrough you've been praying for, it's not coming tomorrow or next week or when you finally feel worthy enough. It's landing right now, in real time, as you read these words and feel something shift inside your chest that tells you this isn't just a story. This is your story. Let me tell you something about energy that most people don't understand. It's never one-directional. Every time you receive something, whether it's a message, a blessing, a revelation, there's an invisible exchange happening. The universe operates on reciprocity, not as a transaction but as a flow. When you give gratitude back into the source of what blessed you, you're not just saying thank you, you're amplifying the frequency. You're telling the universe, yes, I recognize this. Yes, I value this. Yes, I'm ready for more of this. And the universe responds to that signal by opening the floodgates wider. This isn't about obligation. Nobody's demanding anything from you. But if your spirit is stirring right now, if something in these words has touched a place inside you that's been untouched for too long, if you feel even the slightest shift happening in your energy, consider making that shift tangible. The option to support this message through gratitude exists not to take from you, but to complete the circuit. To let your blessing flow back out so that more can flow in. It's the spiritual equivalent of breathing. Inhale the message, exhale the gratitude, and suddenly, you're not just reading words, you're participating in a divine exchange that multiplies everything you're about to receive. But whether you choose that or not, this remains true. The burden you've been carrying is getting lighter. Right now, in this moment, that weight that's been pressing on your chest, that fog that's been clouding your clarity, that wall that's been blocking your path, it's disintegrating. Not because you finally figured out how to solve it, but because the season of carrying it is over. You weren't meant to carry it forever. You were meant to carry it until it built the strength you needed for what's next. And that strength, it's built. The training is complete. The test is passed. Now comes the reward. The part of you that felt lost is finding its way back home. The part of you that felt fragmented is coming back together, piece by piece. Like a puzzle finally making sense after months of staring at scattered pieces on the table. You're remembering who you are underneath all the fear and doubt and exhaustion. You're reclaiming the energy you gave away to people who didn't deserve it, to situations that didn't serve you, to versions of yourself that you've outgrown. And as that energy returns, something else is arriving with it. as someone whose presence will feel like the answer to a question you didn't know how to ask. This person isn't going to complicate your life. They're going to simplify it. Their energy won't demand anything from you. It'll complement everything about you. They won't need you to perform or prove or pretend. They'll see you, the real you, the tired you, the messy you, the still figuring it out you, and they won't flinch. They won't try to fix you or change you or mold you into someone more convenient. They'll just stay steady, solid, safe, and that safety will feel so unfamiliar at first that you might not trust it. You might wait for the other shoe to drop, for the catch to reveal itself, for the inevitable disappointment to arrive. But it won't, because this time, the universe isn't testing you. It's rewarding you. This alignment is strengthening every second you stay present to it. Every moment, you resist the urge to scroll away, to dismiss this as just another feel-good message that doesn't apply to your specific chaos. To protect yourself by not hoping too hard, every moment you choose to stay open instead, you're fortifying the connection. You're building the bridge between where you are and where you're meant to be. And that bridge is almost complete. You're standing on one side, and everything you've been praying for is standing on the other. And there are only a few more planks to lay before you can walk across. But here's what seals it: faith in action. Not just thinking about believing, actually demonstrating belief. The universe doesn't respond to your thoughts as powerfully as it responds to your actions. When you take a tangible step, whether that's typing amen in the comments, pressing the like button, sharing this message, or supporting it through gratitude, you're not just engaging with content, you're making a declaration. You're saying to the divine forces orchestrating your breakthrough, I'm not a passive observer here. I'm an active participant. I'm ready. I'm willing. I'm saying yes. And that yes is the key that unlocks everything waiting on the other side. Think of it like this. Imagine you're standing at a door that's been closed for years. On the other side is everything you've been asking for. Clarity, peace, love, purpose, abundance, connection. The door isn't locked. It's just waiting for you to turn the handle. But you've been standing there so long, staring at it, wondering if it's real, wondering if it'll actually open, wondering if you even deserve what's on the other side. And while you're wondering, nothing changes. But the moment you reach out your hand, the moment you make the choice to try, the moment you take the action that proves you're ready, the door doesn't just open. It swings open, wide, welcoming, inevitable. That's where you are right now. Hand on the handle, heart in your throat. One choice away from everything changing. The burden is lifting. The clarity is coming. The person meant for you is being guided closer. The opportunities you thought you missed are circling back, stronger and better aligned than before. Your energy is shifting from survival mode to receiving mode. Your spirit is waking up from the long, exhausting dream of struggle and stepping into the reality of flow. And all it takes is this: stay present, stay open, stay engaged. Let this moment be the turning point you'll look back on 6 months from now and think, that's when everything changed. That's when I finally let it in. Everything is about to move faster than you're prepared for. Not in a chaotic way, in a flowing way. Like when you've been pushing a boulder uphill for miles, straining and sweating and wondering if you'll ever reach the top, and then suddenly you crest the summit and the terrain shifts, and now gravity is working with you instead of against you. That's what's happening in your life right now. The struggle phase is ending. The receiving phase is beginning. And you're going to feel the difference immediately, not because everything external changes overnight, but because everything internal already has. Your energy is lighter. Can you feel it? Even if it's just the tiniest shift, the smallest loosening of the knot that's been tied in your chest for months, it's there. That lightness isn't random. It's not a temporary mood boost that'll fade by tomorrow. It's a frequency shift. You've risen to a new vibration. And at this new vibration, different things become possible. Opportunities that were invisible before suddenly come into focus. People who wouldn't have noticed you before suddenly feel drawn to your presence. Circumstances that would have passed you by before suddenly align in your favor. This is what happens when you stop forcing and start flowing. When you stop chasing and start attracting. When you stop proving and start being. And here's the part that's going to blow your mind. You're not going to have to work hard for what comes next. I know that sounds impossible. I know you've been conditioned to believe that everything good requires grinding, hustling, sacrificing, pushing through pain and exhaustion to earn the right to rest or joy or success. But that model, it's old, it's outdated, it's the frequency you just left behind. At this new level, blessings don't come through force, they come through alignment. When you're aligned with your purpose, with your truth, with your worth, the right things find you, easily, naturally, almost effortlessly, and the wrong things, they stop sticking, they slide right off. They don't even tempt you anymore because your energy has become so clear, so specific, that only what matches you can attach. The emotional storms you walked through weren't meaningless. They were forging you. Every moment you wanted to quit but didn't. That was building your capacity to hold what's coming. Every night you cried alone, wondering if anyone saw you or cared or understood. That was deepening your compassion, strengthening your intuition, refining your ability to recognize genuine connection when it finally arrives. You weren't being punished with those storms. You were being prepared. And now the preparation is complete. Now comes the harvest. Now comes the moment when all that invisible work you did on yourself in the dark finally becomes visible in the light. Your future isn't waiting anymore. It's moving. Right now, as you read these words, conversations are being arranged. Meetings are being scheduled. Connections are being activated. People who need to know your name are being guided to discover it. Opportunities that were stuck in traffic are suddenly clearing the road. Doors that were closed are not just unlocking, they're being flung open by forces you can't see but can absolutely feel. And the timing? It's going to seem miraculous. Things are going to line up in ways that make you think there's no way this is coincidence. There's no way this just randomly happened right when I needed it most. You're right, it's not coincidence, it's coordination. Divine coordination. The universe has been working behind the scenes, setting up dominoes, positioning pieces, waiting for you to reach the exact vibrational frequency required for everything to fall into place. And you've reached it. You're here. You made it, not because you're perfect, not because you did everything right, but because you endured, because you stayed, because you kept showing up even when showing up felt pointless. That loyalty to yourself, that refusal to abandon your dreams, even when logic said you should, that's what earned you access to this timeline. And the person who's coming, the one whose energy has been reaching for yours, whose soul recognizes yours, whose presence is going to feel like the missing piece you didn't know how to name, they're closer than you think. Maybe they're already in your peripheral vision and you haven't recognized them yet. Maybe you're going to meet them next week in the most unexpected place. Maybe they're about to re-enter your life in a completely new context that changes everything. But they're coming, and when they arrive, it won't feel dramatic or cinematic or like fireworks exploding. It'll feel quiet, certain, undeniable, like remembering something your soul always knew but your mind had forgotten. It'll feel like coming home after being lost for a very long time, like exhaling after holding your breath through a storm, like finally understanding why things had to happen the way they did, why that relationship had to end, why that job had to fall through, why you had to walk through fire to get here. Because if any of those things had worked out differently, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be ready. You wouldn't be the version of yourself that's capable of receiving what's about to be given. And suddenly, all the pain makes sense. All the detours reveal themselves as divine redirections. All the losses show themselves as necessary clearings, making space for what actually belongs in your life. You're going to start feeling lighter, not just emotionally, but physically. Like a weight you've been carrying for years is finally being lifted off your shoulders. You'll wake up one morning soon and realize you slept through the night without waking up at 3 a.m. with anxiety. You'll catch yourself laughing at something small and realize you haven't laughed like that in months. You'll look in the mirror and see your own eyes looking back at you with clarity instead of exhaustion, with hope instead of resignation, with recognition instead of confusion. And you'll think, there I am. I've been looking for you. Your breakthrough isn't coming. It's not next month or next year or after you finally get your life together. It's here. It's now. It's happening in real time as you finish reading these words and feel something shift in your chest that tells you everything is different now. The door opened. The season changed. The frequency shifted. And you're standing on the other side of everything that was, stepping into everything that will be. Your new chapter doesn't begin tomorrow. It began the moment you stopped scrolling and decided to stay. It began the moment you chose to believe that maybe, just maybe, this message really was meant for you. It began the moment you opened your heart wide enough to let the truth in. You are seen. You are valued. You are guided. And your destiny is unfolding exactly as it should. Welcome home.